Scott Bywood here, and I want to talk about the 5 key drivers behind the success of a webinar and what are the metrics that you actually need to measure. So the first one is your actual click-through rate. So let's say you're advertising, and it depends who you're targeting, but let's say you're advertising on Facebook. Well, what's the actual click-through rate on your ads? So the second key driver we want to be looking at is what's the conversion rate once your prospect hits your registration page. How many of them convert? Is it 5%? Is it 10%? Is it 20%? We want to be bumping that conversion rate up as highly as possible. Now, once they register, it doesn't mean they're going to actually show up for the webinar. So the third key driver is the show up rate. And the way you boost the show up rate is you send emails and communication that builds trust in between the time they register and the time of the actual webinar. The fourth key driver is what's the appointment rate on if you're selling by appointment. So what's the appointment rate from the webinar? So how many of those who actually attend the webinar actually book an appointment with you for a deeper conversation? And the fifth key driver is what is the close rate? So out of the number of appointments you get, how many do you actually make a sale to? So they're the 5 key drivers that you want to be focusing on when running a webinar and constantly improving those metrics to get the best return on investment. Thanks for your time. I'm going to be running a webinar on how to get clients with webinars in as little as 21 days shortly. I'm going to be joined by Ken Wood from Event Filler. Now, Ken's done over $90 million in both live event and online event sales throughout his career. So if you'd like to join us and you sell a product or service that's valued at over $500, doesn't matter if you're if you're an accountant, if you're a builder, if you're a property developer, doesn't matter what it is. But if you'd like to join us, click on the link below.